A liberal arts education is an education in how to be liberated for free and independence and critical thinking. That's the whole point of what we're doing here. Yes, we teach you how to think, not what to think.
My first meeting with Grant was when he was here as a candidate to be interviewed. And I just remember this very tall gentleman came in the room, and I initially thought, well, he's going to overpower the people. It was the exact opposite.
The first time I met Grant was when he was introduced to the faculty shortly after he was hired. And the minute that he walked in the room, which was kind of like him bouncing into the room, I knew he was going to be perfect for us.
I remember the first meeting that I had with the president. It was in his office, and it was the day that they were introducing me as a new catering manager. When I finished meeting with him, the way he made me feel, I say, you know what, I truly believe that Rollins is the place that I want to work.
I never leave a conversation with him not feeling a lot better about, myself, my journey, my path, our campus. I'll never forget, there was a welcoming committee, several people or whatever, but Grant and Peg came up in his scooter, and drove right up and beeping his horn and everything. And the kids were so touched, and I was so honored and humbled that he and Peg would take time out of their day to come over and welcome us back.
This is a man of strong moral character.
That's why to be president of the Academy, to be president of Rollins, you have to command, but he doesn't command and control. He commands and collaborates.
He's very decentralized. He empowers individuals to have ideas, to initiate change. And so in my business world, I'm used to a CEO having hierarchy, giving guidance, and Grant allows faculty members to really take ownership of what's happening on campus. And so having a decentralized leadership approach, I think is actually brilliant for this kind of institution.
There's a lot of people, ourselves included as students, who are asking him to act on something and act immediately. And he's careful and balances the options and does his research before making a decision. And I think that goes into everything he's done here.
Okay, so President Cornwell is a good basketball player. I also had an opportunity to play with President Cornwell. I won't say I dunked on him, but I will say he can dunk.
Was he a good basketball player?
He's also like 6'7", so it's pretty easy for him to score on somebody like me who's about 5'9".
It's also very important to me at Rollins to be a place where students of all backgrounds, ethnicities, and races feel that they have a place and that they can learn and thrive and grow here.
I believe the most important legacy that Grant will leave here is his focus on diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. We've been talking about this for decades and generations, but he was the first person to really bring together a coalition of people and activate an action plan for us to make sure we truly got to work in this area, and we're seeing huge benefits because of it.
So when Grant arrived at Rollins, we were a really fractured community because our previous president had made some controversial decisions that had divided the college into two separate schools. And so I think one of the most important legacies that Grant leaves behind is the reunification of the former A&S and CPS into one College of Liberal Arts.
Healed a campus that was really fractured and encourage us to think about all of the things that we have in common above our differences, and that we are really poised to continue to do great things.
Making a cultural shift is something that's challenging and that takes a ton of time, but he's led by example, and through, I think, his courageous leadership, but also his sensitivity and his humanity, and has really, really changed the culture. And that is, if you don't have that, what else do you have?
I've had the opportunity to be on the Rollins campus year after year during Grant's presidency, and it's been amazing to see the extraordinary and wonderful changes that have made Rollins an even more dynamic and vibrant community.
When I look around and I think of what Grant's accomplished in the last 10 years, all you have to do is look around our campus, and it speaks for itself, much more than any words that I can articulate.
One of the things that he's leaving us as one of many legacies is our application pool for new students, for freshmen. And, we ran 5,500 or so applicants every year for 10 years, 15 years. In the last 3 years, they've been like 8,800, 9,800, over 10,000. So we've doubled the applicant pool in the last 3 years, which is indicative of something, and part of it is his leadership.
This is fast becoming an elite school. That happened under Grant's watch.
I'm not going to say goodbye. Even though you're going to be gone and you're going to be missed, I think your legacy of light and love will continue to inspire and motivate not just me, but so many others here.
Thank you for being such an incredible mentor, for showing us what a college president should be like.
Grant, thank you so much for your friendship in the past 10 years. More than just the president of the college, you've shown us a way to occupy a leadership role that can break down boundaries.
I want to wish you farewell and thank you for your education that you left here at Rollins College and your leadership through the difficult times and through the fun times.
I'm not known as being an emotional person, and I'm not a crier, but I'm like finding myself getting teared up a little bit. I think that there's I'm gonna start over again. Yeah, sorry. I'm thankful for you. You have made a huge difference in my life, in the lives of my colleagues in the institution, and we're so grateful for your time.
President Cornwell, thank you for listening to students, and not just listening passively, but caring what we say, caring what we think, and acting on what we're telling you. I appreciate it a lot, and the student body does as well.
Thank you for all of your leadership and vision for Rollins.
I'm gonna miss our walks to making sure the weather is okay, and you deserve the best.
Grant, thank you so much for who you are, how you lead, in making Rollins a better place.
So thank you, Grant. You will be missed.
Grant, this is an exciting moment for you and your family. I want to thank you in particular for the ways that you have brought together so many presidents across the world to talk about important topics such as the future of liberal arts and our shared mission to serve students. Your influence has been felt here and abroad.
So all just a long way of saying congratulations on everything you've accomplished. Thank you for the impact you've made, not just on the institutions you run, but on helping the rest of us run our institutions in bigger, better, and bolder ways.
I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm so happy that he is going on to the next phase of his life, and to be able to do it having left such an extraordinary legacy at Rollins.
Grant, thank you for being an amazing captain.
So well done, my friend. And by the way, Grant is not the only one that's retiring. Peg is also retiring, and we will miss her as well. Peg has done a terrific job in getting involved in the community and supporting the president. And Peg, we will miss you, and I hope to see you around town.
I also have to tell you that we have been so blessed to have Peg at your side as your partner, and all that she has done to make your job easier and do even more, because we clearly got two for the price of one.
Grant, enough from me. Thank you.
So one last comment to you, Grant. You may want to take a few lessons in pickleball, because you need a little work. Your game needs a little work. See you soon.